Hey guys, Aaron Farmer here with MySugarFreeJourney.com. It's time for a Weight Loss Wednesday, and yes, this video is going up on Thursday. The reason why it's going up a day late is because I knew I was going to get my test results back, so I wanted to take a day and really kind of dive deep into what happened. So, those of you that might remember from last week, it's Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm at 240.8 pounds, so my weight hasn't done anything. But that's not what this video is about. And this video is going to be a little longer than normal, so just bear with me. So those of you that watch these, you remember that last week I was very concerned about my blood pressure because it was creeping up and up and up and up, and it was like 200 over 130. I mean, it was just insane what my blood pressure was doing. So I went to the doctor, got some tests done. Got my test results back, and first of all, let's talk about my kidney function. My kidney function is A-okay. I don't have any problem with my kidneys. Probably don't have a blocked renal artery like what I was saying. I was okay. I'm okay there. So what is going on with my blood pressure? Well, the big shock when I went there, and keep in mind that I haven't gone to the doctor for a long time, specifically because every time in the past I've gone to the doctor, they get as far into the intake as taking my blood pressure. They see these ridiculous like video game numbers on the blood pressure machine, and they don't want to help me. They want to put me in an ambulance. They want to send me to the hospital. They want to get rid of me because they think I'm, going to have a heart attack right then and there. And to my knowledge, I've never had a heart attack. Pardon me. Even when I was 400 pounds, never had a heart attack. And so that's normally what happens. So I went to this doctor expecting them same thing to happen, 200 over something or another, and for them to freak out. But no, they took my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was a somewhat reasonable 161 over, I forget what the bottom number was. It was over 100. Which, I mean, that's 40 points lower than what I've been seeing at home. Keep in mind that not only have I been using my little home unit, but then I'll go to work, and the pharmacy at work has one of those, sit down units, and I've been using that to double check the numbers because I couldn't believe the numbers I was getting on my home unit, and the one in the pharmacy was giving me the exact same information that my blood pressure was north of 200 over something, 120, 130. And so, I mean, I was really convinced that I was going to have a stroke in a minute now. So I went to the doctor. It's 161 over something. And I get to the doctor. I'm actually talking to the doctor now, and I'm asking, what is going on? This doesn't make any sense. And she said that home units can be unreliable. But I said, 40 points unreliable? She said, yeah, sometimes. And she said, next time that I come to bring my home unit, and she would check it with her thing and then check it with mine, and we'll see what the difference is. I may just need to throw it away and get a different one. And then, but she said, one of the things she said that stuck with me was that a lot of times, especially for men, their arms are too big. So their arms are too big for the cuff to go on. And I got to thinking about it. The pharmacy unit at work, I have to really like push my arm into the cuff to get it far enough up on my arm, to be able to take my blood pressure. I got to thinking about it that I mean, I shouldn't have to shove my arm all the way down into the cuff to get my blood pressure taken, and and the creeping up of my blood pressure started once I started adding curls to my weightlifting program. So I think I was making my arms, my biceps, bigger, which was causing all of these, which was causing my arms to be too big for the cuff, which was causing my blood pressure readings to go up. So maybe all of this crazy stuff that was going through my head was just because of some false information. I was just getting bad information because I was using too small a cuff for my blood pressure, which, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, if that's really what was going on, gosh, I mean, that's absolutely amazing that would be what it was. All right, so some of my other tests came back. My electrolytes were normal, kidney function was normal, my glucose. Okay, so my fasting glucose was 85. milligrams per deciliter. You know, they want it less than 100. That's about, you know, that's where I want it. My A1C was 5.3. They want it to be 6.5 in a non-diabetic, which is crazy to me, because if you have an A1C of above 6, you're actually losing beta cell function in your pancreas. So it's crazy that the goal is 6.5. If you have an A1C over 6, you're getting sicker. You're not getting better. I don't care how much metformin you're taking. I don't care anything about that. You're getting sicker. But my HbA1c was 5.3, which correlates to an average blood sugar of about 105, which is all good. It's exactly, you know, that's great. That 105, that average 105, tells me that I'm still a little insulin resistant because I don't eat anything that should make my blood sugar go up. So I'm still probably a little insulin resistant. That's to be expected when somebody is as big as I was. So my blood sugar levels were great. My total cholesterol. So the cholesterol numbers were, this picture really begins to kind of crystallize. Total cholesterol is 273. My doctor said they want it less than 200. That's absolutely crazy. I'm never going to put my blood pressure below 200. That's just crazy. But 273 is a little, you know, is a little high, but I'm not concerned about it. My HDL was 89. They want it north of 50 or 40. They want it north of 40 in men. So 89 is great. My triglycerides were 88. So we've had several lipidologists on the podcast. Whenever I ask them what numbers seem to correlate most strongly with cardiovascular disease, they always talk about the triglyceride to HDL ratio, where they want your triglyceride to be no more than double your HDL. That, you know, once that ratio gets out of whack, you have really low HDL, you have really high triglycerides. Once you start kind of trending in that direction, that seems to correlate more strongly with cardiovascular disease. And my ratio is 1-to-1, so my trig and my HDL are the same, which is, I mean, I couldn't possibly ask for better than that. My LDL cholesterol is 166. Doctors want it less than 130. I'm not concerned about that at all. The results that I got didn't tell me if I was in pattern A or pattern B. I'm pretty sure I'm in pattern A, so I think my LDL cholesterol for the most part is the large, fluffy, non-atherogenic particle size. So that's all good news. Doctor did put me on a new medicine, a calcium channel blocker. I can't tell if it's working because I don't trust the cuff that I'm using. So we'll see if that, you know, I'll go back in a month and see if that changes anything. But the headline here is that all of my blood markers are good. Everything is A-OK. My A1C is low. My HDL is high. My triglycerides are low. My LDL cholesterol is high, but I'm not as concerned about that. And if I got a blood test back where everything was great except for one marker, I'd consider that a win, and that seems to be what's happening. And I don't believe the LDL cholesterol is all that bad. So all good news. So if you've made it this far, I know this video was longer than normal. If you've made it this far, if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And tell me how you're doing. Let me know in the comments or come on over to the blog, either one. I'd love to talk to you. I love talking to you guys after these Weight Loss Wednesdays go up. All right, I appreciate you guys being here, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.